Libra, welcome to your tarot spread for the week ahead. I hope all is well on your side of things. So taking a look at your oracle messages, you have conflict from the quantum. So I feel like there may be a challenging situation that's arising this week for you. You may even be butting heads with someone who essentially doesn't want a certain outcome to be reached. Maybe they want to go in one direction, you want to go in the other. So there's a clash of opinions, clash of perception, right? You want different things, not being on the same page. That's the kind of messages that I'm getting. I feel like, yeah, you're trying to go in one direction, they're trying to pull you in the other. And that's where this is creating conflict. You're not on the same page here. So we'll see what that's about as we continue. From the Divine Feminine Oracle. So you have Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. And the affirmation is, the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Amazing. So I'll say that again. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Exactly. So I feel like what I got when I pulled this card for you, just as a channeled message, was that generally you're seen as an intellectual. You know, people do see you as knowledgeable, someone who has a lot of insight into multiple things in life, okay? Especially when it comes to maybe philosophy, psychology, spirituality, the creative arts, right? That's possible. Possibly the healing arts. But regardless, you know, you're someone who's seen as very knowledgeable, and maybe you're not even aware that people perceive you this way. But I feel like, yes, that does serve you very well, and that actually having that sense of self-awareness, which I feel like you have a level of self-awareness which is quite rare. That's another trait that people do tend to assign to you. But you can use that to your advantage, okay? Especially when it comes to trying to de-escalate whatever conflicts may arise here from this situation, okay? You know yourself inside and out. You know what you want. So there's no need for you to back down on that. However, I do feel like you may be learning how to vocalize these boundaries more, because I feel like it's not a case of not having the awareness. I feel like you do, but now I feel like you're in a position where you're being challenged because you're vocalizing certain boundaries, or you're vocalizing your wishes, your wants, what it is you're seeking to create at this time, right? But either way, you're being asked to find a diplomatic approach in order to avoid the conversation from getting really heated. Of course, you know, if someone is triggered simply by your wishes, then that highlights a wounding on their perspective, right? From their perspective, on their side of things. But just for your own sake, it's better if you can try and avoid confrontation where possible. Of course, if it comes up, that may come up, and it's not something you can necessarily control. But just stay true to who you are, what it is you're looking to create as you start this new life cycle, because I do feel that the reason this energy is coming up is because you're about to close out a cycle for good, okay? So that often does come with those last minute hurdles and challenges before you can transition into the new. With if you believe from the angel answers, and it's interesting because this card has been coming up so much in these weekly readings. So I feel like it's all about the creation of the new, the manifestation, the vision, holding the vision, okay? That's essentially what she's doing. So you're being encouraged to hold the vision, because if you believe in it, you will achieve it. It will manifest if you align your will, your attention, your time, your focus, your heart, your spirit to whatever it is you're trying to manifest into being. So that's important to be aware of, because you are holding, this angel is holding the Merkaba, and it looks like the world is behind it, right? The earth. So it's like literally saying, look, the world is your oyster. If you believe in it, you will power this manifestation up. And that's where you'll see it come into fruition, into the 3D. So your belief is everything, okay? Whatever you believe to be true will be the truth, okay? So if you believe that something can happen, it will happen. If you don't believe it can happen, it won't happen. So just be aware of that too. All right, so we'll go into your tarot messages now. Interesting. You have the World card as the first card out, which is not surprising. That's all the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Four of Swords, Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, you're needing some time to reflect. I mean, this is a big change. Okay, as I say, closing out a cycle is not a smooth, easy transition. There's a lot of bumps in the road that comes with that, as we can see here with the conflict card, right? So yes, there are going to be some people that have something to say about that. They're not going to like the fact that they're being left behind, and they're not going to like the fact that you're doing things differently, you're moving differently, you're acting different, you have elevated. Not your problem, okay? How you deal with it is what is your problem, because that can affect your energy, your mood, your feelings of self-worth, self-belief, okay? And how you transition across the new cycle. So in order to do that as smoothly as possible, in order to have the best possible beginning for this new cycle, you want to be keeping an eye on that and not letting anyone pull you down in frequency. So there'll definitely be times where I feel like, especially if a conflict does arise, if some kind of argument breaks out or there's a dispute, you will need to retreat and take some time out to rest, to just kind of decompress, you know, and have some time for yourself. So having those quiet moments of solitude is going to be beneficial for you. It will help you to recharge, recalibrate your energy, especially if you do have to deal with anyone that's being difficult, okay? With the King of Wands, Leo, with the Two of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, there may be a conflict that comes up with a Leo here, or it could be a different fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, but I specifically associate the King of Wands with Leo. Doesn't have to be a fire sign. But this is someone who is generally quite forceful in some ways. Someone who is very outgoing, outspoken, right? Outspoken. Maybe you're used to feeling like you can't express yourself because this person has such a domineering energy, because, you know, the King of Wands can be very domineering in some ways. This is someone who's very vocal, very passionate. They don't do half measures, okay? So it can be a little bit aggressive, or it can come across that way. And maybe that's why you're needing to take a step back, because of this person's energy. Because I feel like here you're the one that's trying to, again, take a diplomatic approach, which is good. But, you know, if someone's coming and causing a lot of turbulence, and, you know, you're just trying to appease everyone at the expense of yourself, your own emotional well-being, at the expense of closing the door and starting a new chapter, that is a problem. That's why I really got this strong message. I mean, it wasn't indicated here, but it's something that I just channeled, that you need to withhold your boundaries, okay? Even if a conflict does arise, do not back down on your boundaries, because I feel like this person may encroach on them slightly, okay? So just be aware of that. With the Knight of Pentacles, this is why, because this person thinks that it's possible to build what was lost, okay? Or build towards something new with you. So they see you as being a part of this new life cycle, whereas I feel like potentially you don't, okay? So just be aware of that. Could be a Virgo with that Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Yeah, you're needing to heal. This is going to be a painful transition because of, yeah, there's going to be some kind of, this is, what I'm getting from this is like the boss level, okay? The boss level of a game before you can level up to the next stage, right? Or something like that. That's what I'm getting from this. So you're having to face the boss before you close this cycle out and start the new one. And I feel like that's going to be your biggest challenge so far since, you know, starting this previous cycle, is facing this person and letting them know exactly where you stand and not backing down on that based on their, you know, whatever they express. Yeah, the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I think your person, whoever this person is, could be a Leo, was set on the idea of still building potentially something long-term, very committed, possibly marriage, kids, the whole shebang, or starting a business with you, building a successful business, maybe, you know, going into property, you know, buying and leasing property and, you know, building up an empire that way. But I feel like regardless of whatever plans, dreams this person has, you don't share them. Like I said, you know, they want to go one direction, you want to go the other. So your visions are not the same. You're not aligned on that level. You're still carrying a lot of pain when it comes to this situation. So of course, 3 to the 4, I need to heal. I need to take a step back to look at things from an objective point of view, to really focus on your self-care, your well-being at this time, and not backing down on your boundaries. With the Hanged Man, I feel like, yeah, this person is needing to change their outlook, change their perspective, because I feel like they're not seeing it from your side of things, okay? They know what it is that they want, and that's great, but they're not seeing what you want, or appreciating that you may have a different perspective on how things are transpiring, how things did transpire, and what you want for your future isn't necessarily going to mirror theirs. But I feel like this person may have a hard time accepting that, right? So there's definitely a need for them to try and look at it from your perspective and be willing to let this go if that's what you want, because that's the right thing, right? You can't force someone to do or be in a situation they don't want to be in. So that's kind of the lesson this person has to learn here. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like that's about this person essentially is, they're trying to make sense. They're like, why is this person not putting the work into this connection anymore? Why is this person not doing this? Why are they not doing that? Because again, they're not understanding that for you, perhaps this is already a done deal. This could have been someone you walked away from, or this could be someone you're on a break from, or you're thinking about leaving, okay? But this person doesn't understand why you're not putting the work in, why they're expected to put more work in, or why they're expected to kind of find that balance, find that compromise, when they feel like, in fact, you should just be more willing to match whatever it is that they want to do, whatever they want to accomplish here. That, you know, it would be successful if you just followed their lead, if you followed their lead and be willing to put the work in to whatever it is that they want to create. So again, this person is looking at it from a very kind of selfish point of view. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck after that as well, after the Ten of Pentacles. Oh yeah, you're already considering a future without this person, with that Two of Wands as well. I don't feel like this person necessarily knows that though. Okay, let's see what else we got. King of Pentacles in reverse, that is Taurus. Okay, you could be dealing with a Taurus, or maybe a different earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, but that's Taurus for me specifically. The Star in reverse, Aquarius energy, the Magician, Gemini, and Virgo. Okay, so we've got quite a few players here. But yes, I feel like you are done pretty much. I feel like you are done investing into something that is not your vision, okay? You're like, this is not my vision. I'm willing to let this foundation go because it is not serving me. It is actually causing me a lot of pain. I feel like this person, maybe this person even betrayed you. Maybe they cheated on you. I don't know. It's going to be different for different people, because if it was a case of that, you already know about this, okay? But it could be simply that this person put you through a lot, emotionally, mentally. They were not stable, okay? Maybe they were not financially stable, emotionally stable, energetically stable. Maybe they put a lot of pressure on you financially, you know, which is why they're expecting you to keep giving, or emotionally or energetically. But you don't see this as a stable energy, right? You see this King of Wands as someone who's completely unstable, and you do not want to put any more effort, energy, or work into this. This is not what you want, okay? You're fully aware of that, but this person doesn't seem to be getting the message, which is what they really need to come to understand. With the Magician being here as well, oh, you have the Moon after that, Pisces, Cancer energy, and the Devil in reverse. Yeah, you are freeing yourself from this, Libra, because you know that you know what it is that you want, and you know this isn't it. So in order to have this new beginning, this cycle needs to be completely wrapped up, which is what I see you doing at this time. Whether that's by directly confronting this person and having this conversation, or by simply, you know, just walking away completely and not turning back. Chariot, Cancer, Five Swords in reverse. Yeah, you're done. You're done with the mind games. You're done with the back and forth. You know, this person saying that, this person doing this. You know, they saying that so-and-so said, you said this. No, you don't care about any of that, right? You're not playing the mind games. You're not willing to listen to what they have to say. I feel like this person was in the Magician energy, but now you are, right? You are taking control of your life. You're not feeding this any energy anymore. you are moving forward because you know from having this experience, you know, what you needed to heal, or what still requires healing. You started getting really in tune with your higher self again. And now I feel like the divine is kind of taking the reins a little bit and being like, listen, it's time to move on. And you're doing it. You're following the lead of the divine in order to move towards your true will, your true wish fulfillment. Because you are self-aware, because you have that awareness of what it is that you want. And that when you're in this frequency, this ascendant energy, you attract effortlessly what it is that you want, as shown here. So self-belief, knowledge of self, and just taking the steps is what's going to lead you towards victory. So Libra, I hope that helps. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings are published. All forms of support are greatly appreciated. So I'm wishing you the best of luck with this new chapter. Again, do stand your ground and don't let this person kind of try to trick you or bully you into doing something you don't want to do. You know what it is that you want, so you go for it. So sending you the best of luck, Libra, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.